Mr. Chair, we are now live.
Thank you very much. I'd like to call the Budget and Finance Committee to order. Today is November 16th, 2015. I'm Paul Krikorian, joined by all of the members of the Budget and Finance Committee. Members, I'd like to propose items 1, 2, and 3 on the agenda as consent candidates, unless there's objection. I see none. Are there any cards on those items?
No, there are not.
All right, seeing none, those items are approved on consent. That brings us to our regular agenda item, item number 4, the CAO report relative to the first construction projects report. There is amended language that's proposed by the CAO, as I understand.
Correct. Councilman, I'm David Hirano with the Office of the CAO. Before you have our first construction projects report and an addendum. We also have an amendment we'd like to read into the record and ask for your approval on. The amendment refers to 412 Paseo Miramar in Council District 11. The budget in the report is listed as $120,000. We've done an additional review on the project and believe that the project needs an additional $30,000. So we would recommend a new budget of $150,000. However, in that review, we also discovered that the amount going to the General Services Department would only need to be $75,000. The remaining $75,000 would need to go to the Bureau of Engineering. So with your approval, I'd like to share the detailed recommendations with the city clerk and ask for your amendment to our report.
Very good, thank you. And that amendment has been distributed to the members of the committee. So members, unless there is objection, is there any objection?
When we talk about the construction projects, item D, the Children's Museum, are we actually appropriating money? In which case, I'd like to take that separately and recuse myself.
Oh, a good question.
Yes, we would be asking for appropriations.
Is that a new appropriation, or is that money that's already been appropriated?
Office of the CAO. This is actually a technical amendment. It was grant funds that just weren't received in the prior year, so it's just to receive the grant funds.
All the same, I'd like to take that separately and recuse myself. My wife's the CEO of the Discovery Cube, and I don't want to vote on anything related to that.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and divide the question. And as to item number D, we'll hold that on the table for the moment. And members, if there's no objection to approving the remainder of the report other than item D, I see none, and there's no cards on this matter?
No, there is not.
Okay, so everything but item D is approved as amended. Mr. Blumenfield, for the record, is recusing himself and stepping out of the room on item D. Members, is there any objection to approval of item number D? Seeing none, that item is approved by a 4-0 vote with Mr. Blumenfield abstaining.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any other are there any other items before the committee?
No, there is not.
Is there any general public comment to be offered?
No, sir.
All right. In that case, we are adjourned. Thank you all very much.